Hey, so I decided that I would come on and talk to you guys for a quick minute. I'm one of the fortunate people who was able to go to the day one of Kendrick Lamar's Grand National Tour, the concert in Toronto. It was an amazing experience. We had so much fun. And I just thought I'd leave this video because so many of the videos that I'm seeing are talking about how, oh my gosh, people were so excited and going off at the concert in Drake City. And honestly, I don't think it was about Drake at all. It was about the experience that we were having. I think in order to kind of understand the response that we had, like for most Torontonians, and I cannot speak for anybody, or for everybody, but we have a very, very, very culturally diverse makeup in our cities in the GTA. You know, on shift, like when I work, I'm it's not uncommon for there to be myself who's from the Caribbean, someone who's from Africa, an Indian person, a Filipino girl, you know, just multiracial and multicultural. And it's just the norm for us, right? And so, a point of connection between a lot of Canadians or Torontonians, I should say, who are, I can't speak for white Canadians who are born here, and I can less so speak for even black Canadians who, are second or third generation. But for a lot of us who came here as children or who are recently immigrated or even who are first generation born here, we connect through cultural differences rather than being repelled from each other by it. So, culture is a point of connection for us, for many of us. And so, when we see somebody celebrating their culture authentically and bringing about that life and that joy and that sense of allegiance to ancestry and history, it's something that a lot of people here can connect with. And so, during the battle, between Drake and Kendrick, the battle was never about so much popularity or likability in that sense. It was like a battle about cultural representation versus cultural exploitation. That was the essence of it. And it was about one person saying, this is who I am, and this is what I represent. And let me share this with you and take you behind the veil and let you see what means something to me. And then, the other side was, we don't know necessarily what is being represented, right? And so I think a lot of people from the GTA are able to recognize that, sort of, even though we might not truly understand the foundational Black American experience, we do understand the experience of embodying your culture, of representing it, of fighting for it, of using it as a point of connection. And when we hear not like us, at least for myself, when I hear not like us, when I hear euphoria, when I'm hearing artistry that represents somebody's history, that represents somebody's particular perspective, their lived experience, and that's what I am resonating to. I'm like, yes, you are talking from your heart. You are talking from your pen that you have cultivated through your life experiences. And now, on a cerebral level, on a conscious level, I'm sure that's not what everybody is thinking, but I think the heart knows. And I think that's why so many of us, while we were there, we were in tune. The vibe was amazing the whole time. Like, a lot of these videos are saying that we gave standing ovations. No, man, we were standing the whole time. Like, Mustard came on in the beginning. He did his set. We had fun. He got the crowd warmed up. There was about a 15-minute intermission between when Mustard was on and then when the actual concert started. And we sat for a bit during that intermission. When Kendrick came on, it was up. Like, and everybody was up as well, and we stayed up during the whole of the concert, basically. So literally anytime you looked at that audience, people were on their feet. Like, this was not a sit down concert at all. And so he, did an even sort of exchange between the two of them. Some people would sit down for a few minutes just to catch a breath, go get a drink or whatever, but otherwise it was on. People were getting their life. This is one of the things I like about, Canada, the GTA, and my experience in Toronto. Like, all around me, honestly, there were people who were from every different background, and we were all united by music. And that's the power of music. And it was truly enjoyable. Just a few things to mention. The merchandise line was insane. So by the time I came, it was like there was a line that was wrapping around, and like I was like, I need to go just make sure that I'm in there for when things start, because I didn't come too early. So I suppose there were people who were lining up from 5:30 for merchandise, and I was not one of those early people. And then the drinks and the food, crazy, ridiculous pricing, but that's all par for the course. And I know there was talk about like protests from Drake fans and stuff like that, but I didn't see any of that, at least not on my gate 5. And when I was leaving as well, there wasn't any of that either, because what was happening was they were playing Kendrick's music on our way out and outside, like independent people. So that is just a brief synopsis of what it was like. The energy was amazing. They did their thing. It was awesome. A great time was had by all. And truly, it's not, I don't think, a diss to Drake or anything like that. I mean, I'm sure there are some people who went that route, but the majority of the people were just connecting through a love of music and through the love of an artist who has that same love of music. I think that's what it boils down to, basically. All right. I hope everybody is well. Take care.